Alright, what is going on, everybody? Today we're going to talk about the weapon changes to the portal weapons, the MP9, the K30, and the Avanti. All these got a buff and a nerf. The ones that got nerfed were the Avanti, K30, and the MP9. The M16 and the M60 got a adjustment to the recoil reduction and correct damage model. So now they do the correct damage. The M60 is pretty nuts. It's not as nuts as some people are claiming, but it does do damage way further out than I think it needs to. Anyways, getting into it, the M16 itself has good recoil now, super manageable for everybody. The biggest problem that controller players had was the 30% recoil reduction that you get on controller for the all-out warfare weapons did not come over from the portal weapons, meaning that the controller had a issue with the reading the portal weapons into the all-out warfare engine, and so you guys weren't getting the recoil reduction you're supposed to have. So it made it borderline unusable / unusable. That is what all of my controller friends were telling me. So, but now it seems like it's fixed. It does well. That's good. My main issue here is I'm not sure why the heavy barrel does not reduce damage like the suppressor does, right? Minus effective range. This does not reduce my effective range. Actually, this is supposed to increase my effective range, okay? When I put on the heavy barrel, it no longer does 2.15, but it does 2x. So, I initially thought that this did not get fixed. But with the default barrel, it does do the 2.15. Okay, I'm sure that's a coding bug that'll get fixed later on. Hopefully. I don't know, I've already addressed it. In any case, that'll two-shot out to 19 meters. At 20, it drops to 47. The M60, this is pretty crazy. It is a 4-shot body, 2-shot head. You know, you land a headshot, 2 body, and they're gone. Now, what's crazy scary about this, okay, is you can do this all the way out to 100 meters, which I will show you. And I'm not kidding. Even 90 meters away,
around 60 meters from my
that is a
position.
4-shot. That's at 90. Okay, we're at 100. We're past 100.
Coastal fire team, 250 degrees.
So
Around
190-ish meters, it's 100 meters, right? It's a 4-shot, okay? Ridiculous. Why? Don't know. The gun was definitely underperforming with its rate of fire, and the damage drop-off was way too short. It was definitely within assault rifle range, which is like, you know, okay, I understand if it goes to 50 meters, but 100? Okay. So here's my problem with that. This thing has a bipod you can put on it, and just do this. This is what everyone is going to be doing now. Awesome. Anyways, so the Avanti, okay? This got a quote-unquote nerf on the recoil. Damage is still the same. This is still 2-shot even 19 meters, just like the M16. Okay. So everyone's like, oh yeah, recoil nerf. No. This is not me controlling the recoil. It does this really weird thing and pulls down up at the clouds. I mean, okay. You just sit here and do this still. Why do I care about this nerf? You don't. Right? This is great. So, this is still S tier top, you know, meta along. I think the M60 is probably up there. But again, this is a 4 bullet to kill as well. So, I mean, honestly, if I'm gonna play aggressive with any sort of LMG, why wouldn't I just use this anyways? Just my opinion. But regardless, M60 got a pretty significant buff to it. Last thing I want to touch on is the MP9. It's got some dispersion thing, and I'm just going to kind of show you. If I hold down the trigger, I look at the clouds, you can get those out of my way. Okay. And then that doesn't do anything. Cool. So if I just hold down the trigger, you can see that the dispersion is pretty far off the center dot. But I mean, again, you're not going to burn that much without having to reload. But again, this is to keep SMGs in line with being effective close quarters. If you are playing within your 30-meter range, like you should be anyways with SMGs, Now, you can still tap fire people past that and still be fairly effective. The damage didn't change. It was just a dispersion. So, there is no change to the recoil. It still is very effective and does its job. So, everyone was screaming that MP9 nerf. Oh no. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone was really complaining about the MP9, personally, but it's not really noticeable for me to say that this weapon changes in any sort of tier rating or its, you know, meta pool. If you want to have fun and run around with something that isn't super sweaty like the K30 or the Avanti or the BSV or the Scar, or, you know, keep naming the list of guns that are just dev weapons, this is still a fun option to use, and you're not going to notice that. Other than that, that's all I really have. Everybody who knows me, I don't really care about any of this stuff. This is what I like doing anyways for fun. This is all I do for the most part, until someone tells me to do something else in chat. Other than that, guys, if you guys like the video, go ahead and leave a like. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see. Until the next video, guys, I will catch you in the next one.